Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I feel like shit and I sound like shit. You guys who have followed me for a very long time remember that I get sick like maybe once every year or year and a half with this head congestion shit that I've got going on. And what drives me the most crazy is it always starts with a headache, and I had a headache 3 days in a row, and I would even take Tylenol, and I said, it means I'm coming down with that shit that I come down with all the time. And so it starts with a headache, and then it will start with, out of the blue, my throat will be sore a little bit, and I get all this congestion. Then it's going to move to a lot of coughing, and then it's going to also fuck up my ears. My ears will be all like congested and like cracking, and gotta breathe and try to pop my ears. And I get this religiously, I would say, at least twice every 3 years. So about maybe every year and a half. And I did look, and I had it last February in 2023. This is October 2024. But I think I had it one time at the end of 2023. I don't know. I don't usually have it that close together, but for sure I was saying it on my thumbnails in February of last year. So that would be not quite, not 2 years, but a little more than a year and a half. So, yeah. And this is what it does to me. It makes me not feel creative at all. And I'm panicking because I wanted to do some Christmas projects and stuff, and there's so much that I want to do, that I want to do. Now today is the 12th of October. I need to have the crochet block of the month video up for the 15th. I don't even know what stitch I'll be doing, but I wanted to knock out a video because I haven't had a video. 4 days I skipped. 4. That's not like me. And it's because I didn't want to do a vlog style video. I wanted to either sew or start this new crochet thing that I want to do, but I just was feeling so run down, and we've been so busy. Joe isn't feeling well, but his isn't anything to do with a cold or anything. Although he was sick. He was very sick. He had pneumonia. I've been around sick people. Skylar had pneumonia first, and then Derek, pneumonia and bronchitis, and Joe, pneumonia, bronchitis. I think it went Skylar, Joe, Derek. Anyway, I've been around people who are sick, but I don't know that pneumonia is contagious. I don't have anything close to that. Right now it's just a little bit of a sore throat, watery eyes, a little bit of a cough starting, and just congested, feeling tired, worn out, and that's that. And it usually lasts about 2 weeks, but then sometimes another 2 weeks I can be, dealing with my ears being weird. And I don't go to the doctor. I have not ever gone to the doctor for that because it always just goes away on its own. Okay, so I wanted to do something crafty today, and I want to do some more quilt blocks where I can give you the size quilt you can make. Like, I did it only once so far, that I made a quilt block using only 5-inch squares, and that I had you cut some, and it made a rectangular, tall, or could have been sideways if you wanted it to be, but I gave you the pattern, and then I told you how many 5-inch squares you would need to make one block, and then how many blocks you would need for, I think I gave you 2 different sizes of quilts. And you guys liked that, and I want to do that again. But I don't feel like doing math today, even though I love math. I was a math major in high school and college. So I loved calculus. I have no clue what to do with it, but I aced calculus. It was like number puzzles. Just loved it so much. So I'm not getting that for you today. And then I wanted to try to do some little Christmas things. And again, I don't have the brain power at this point. I just don't. I'm kind of groggy, even though I didn't take anything that makes me groggy. But I have been up since 4 a.m. I went to bed very early last night. I went out alone with my friend Cherie and her husband John, my friends. And we were supposed to have some other people come. They ended up not coming. We were at Sidecar. The band was okay. It wasn't like the most danceable band, and there was hardly anybody there. It started at 7. By 8:30, I left. We left after the first set. My friends did too. And I came home, and I went to bed. And since it was early, I didn't even look at my iPad or anything. I was just wiped out. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. and I laid in bed for 3 hours. That's a long fucking time to just lay in bed trying to fall back to sleep, knowing I could be doing other things, but I knew I was tired. I finally got up at 7, and I've been trying to get stuff done all day. And I just needed a video. I needed a video, and I said, I have to stop trying to find something crafty to do right now because my head's just not with it. So I'm just going to turn the computer on. No, I'm going to turn the camera on and chat with you guys. And I have absolutely nothing except telling you that I'm a little bit under the weather, and hopefully it'll pass quickly. Sometimes I get very lucky, and I'll be sick like this for just a few days, and it'll be gone. And I'm hitting the beef and butter heavy, so I will be healed. I firmly believe in my beef and butter. And a lot of you have been asking me about my hair, how that it grows, not asking me, but telling me that my hair grows fast. And you know what? I mean, and it's like all chopped up. I can't talk. It's all chopped up because not only do I trim it, but I'm a chronic hair twister, and I don't only twist my hair, but I snap it. I snap it off, and I usually do this side. And so this side is almost always more layered, and so I have to layer this side more to match all the broken hair side. I have a lot of things, you know, I like to chew the skin around my fingers, which were really, really chewed up, and I'm trying to let them heal because I have the crochet video coming up, and I need to put, I like to put Vicks on all the skin around my fingers. And you can see I haven't polished my nails in over a year. I did that like forever, and then I just stopped. So, yeah, my hair. Let me look for a thumbnail a year ago. Hang on. I actually found a video from October 13, the thumbnail, October 13, 2023. And right now it's October 12, so a year ago. And I'm going to insert it right now. Now, I don't know how fast hair is supposed to grow, but, you know, and like I said, it looks so shitty right now because I didn't hair dry it with my brush and stuff. Hair dry it with my brush. I didn't blow dry it and use my brush and stuff. I just feel like shit today. You know, it's much shorter in the video. If my hair is growing faster, and to me it is, because I've never had hair grow this fast, and that started with high-fat carnivore. I absolutely think it's the butter, all the butter that I eat and the animal fat that I eat. Oh, but right now it just looks dry and strung out. I don't know. But it is much longer, and I am not losing my hair like I was for a while. I don't know if it was a COVID thing, but I was losing my hair so bad for like a couple years. And I noticed that, like when I moved here, I could see it on my bathroom floor. My mother's bathroom in Maine, it was carpeted. And so I never really noticed, you know, even if I vacuumed, I didn't notice hair there. But I have a tile floor in this bathroom. And I noticed it when I was living at Derek's for a month when we were waiting for our shit to get here. And I thought it was Skylar's hair. I'm like, oh my God, Skylar's losing her hair because her hair was dyed black, mine too. And it never dawned on me that it could be my hair because I was using her bathroom. And then when I moved here, all of a sudden, I had Skylar's hair all over my bathroom floor. It was my hair, and I was so sad. And that has cut back a great deal since the whole butter thing. It's not like I just see it falling out of my head as I walk across the bathroom floor. I mean, it was really scary bad. I've never seen anybody lose as much hair as I was losing, but still have hair on my head. I'm very lucky that I have a lot of hair, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, it's grown quite a bit. I mean, in that video, and I know sometimes it looks like people will say, is it cut? Because it'll be in the back, and then it looks like it's short because I got that shit going on. So in that video, it's probably like about to here, and now, you know, the back part is long. Oh, it looks terrible. Why am I pointing out my hair to you right now? It looks terrible. I feel terrible. I know I'm not going to talk too long. I needed a video. It's awful. It's awful to want to do stuff, to have it in your head, to have ideas. You want to put them into action, and you just can't. Oh, yeah, so back to Joe. So he hasn't been feeling well. Not to do with an illness like this, but other things. Some of it to do with his diabetes and neuropathy, and he's very off balance. And he, if he lifts his head up, and he can pass out. So, needless to say, he's not working. And what? Oh, yeah. So his regular doctor ordered some things, and how do we say it? I don't know what I'm talking about. Sent referrals in to different specialists, a podiatrist, a neurologist, and the heart center. And, when the doctor says they sent in the referrals, I fully believe she did. 2 of them never got the referrals, and I'm just twiddling my thumbs thinking, oh, it probably takes months to get the referral to go through. No, it's not supposed to do that. The only one that got it and replied to us was the neurologist. The podiatrist, I called, the one she sent a referral to, and they said they never got it, and then they said that they don't even take the insurance that is in network. And you have to check that shit out too. And then the heart center, did I call them? I think I called them. Yes, I did. Because when Joe went to the neurologist, they said, you have got to see a heart specialist ASAP. So I called the one, and I said, the doctor sent a referral in at the time a month and a half ago, and I said, he needs to see the doctor now. And she says, we never got the referral. She says, but call your doctor, have them call me personally. She gives a number. She goes, don't just fax it. Call me, and we'll do the referral on the phone. We'll get you an appointment. I will set up the appointment for you. We will let you know when your appointment is. I said, okay. And I called his doctor and can only leave a message there, and left a message explaining it was ASAP and blah, blah, blah. I never get a call. The next day I call again, leave a message. I need to have that referral sent over for Joe, and did not get anything. And then Joe called the heart center, and he talked to the woman, and she was like an angel, and she said they have still not sent or called or given us any notice of a referral. And she said, I'm going to make you an appointment, and then when I call, I will call and leave a message saying that you have an appointment set up and that we need that referral before you come in. And the day before the appointment, they called and said, we still have not gotten your referral. And but they said, come in, just come in. We're gonna do something. And I don't know what happened, but they eventually, I think between that day, I don't know what that woman did, but they had the referral. It's like pulling teeth. Is that what we say? Pulling teeth? When something's hard to do. I wanted to say pulling nails. Like nails out of a wall, because that's really hard to do. Everything is stressful. Everything. And when I get stressed out, I can start to get sick. I'm majorly stressed out because I can see how he can have days where he's so incredibly weak and tired. And So we went to the Heart Center yesterday. I said, I'll go with you. I drove him. And I'm dumb. I'm just thinking we're going to go there and they're going to look at him and they're going to say, okay, we'll set you up for this, we'll set you up for that. Or they'll just listen, do an EKG and say, everything's okay. No, they wanted to do everything and they wanted to do it right away. Everything right away. And so I told Joe, I said, well, I'm going to go back home. It's only 30 minutes one way. And I said, I'm going to eat, take care of Rocket. And he texts me, if you have any idea when about you'll be leaving. So he texts me like an hour after I got here and said, I should be out in about 30 minutes. I said, great, I'm done eating and I'll come and pick you up. And it was nice out, and I was going to take Rocket for the ride, but I said no, because we never know. He could be there longer, and I don't want Rocket in the car. So I'm glad I didn't, because it was hours later. And, I just sat in that waiting room. But I was a little stressed because I really wanted to get some stuff done. But, obviously that's a priority. But the thing is that I wasn't prepared. Had I known, I would have just said, call me when you're done. Just sit and wait for me for half an hour. I'll be there. But I spent a lot of time there. But they did all kinds of things. MRI, CAT scan, ultrasound on his heart area, I guess. I don't know. And his legs. And there was other things. I can't think of everything right now. And we're supposed to get the results for that on Monday. He still has to go for an upper GI. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know if an upper GI. No. Is that just when you drink something and you have x-rays? He's got to go for the endoscopy. It's like you can do the colonoscopy and that at the same time. That's what I did. I had one colonoscopy so far. And at the same time, they did the upper. That's not an upper GI. Anyway, I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments, and I can look things up, but I don't want to. So, and I want him to have a colonoscopy, too, so he doesn't have that appointment yet. They had to do a referral. We have to follow up on the referral. And I'm going to ask he can ask. He's very, very good at talking on the phone, and I hate it. He is not shy, and he tells them what he wants and doesn't want and asks all the questions, and it doesn't make him nervous. And he'll ask me, like, you want to call this one for me? And I was like, and he goes, oh yeah, that's right. All right, okay, I'll do it. He knows how much I hate it. And he'll just call things, and I'm like, what? How do you have the nerve? Like last night he wanted to call a pharmacy to ask about a certain med. The only one that was open, it was late, was Walgreens. We don't do business there for his meds. He's like, and he says it to me. He says, you want to call? He's like I think he was cooking or something in the kitchen. It was late. And he goes, you want to call Walgreens for me and ask them if I can take this as a diabetic? And I'm like, no, I don't want to bother them. And he's like, no, hurry. It's almost 10. I'm like, I'm not bothering them. He's like, okay, I'll call. And he calls, and he's just like asking all these questions, and I'm like, how does he dare to just call somebody like that? And, I know I have a thing about the phone, but it just makes me nervous even to know that he's going to call a pharmacy that we don't do business with. I just think that's odd. I can imagine him calling Walmart, but they were closed. I understand that, but he just goes and does it. And of course, they couldn't help him because they don't know all the other meds he takes and if there's any interactions. But I guess they would have told him had they known everything he was taking. I don't know. I just stress over so many things. And oddly enough, I'm not really worried about the results of these things. I just have a feeling they're going to be good, I hope. That... he's going to the treatment center still, and he has to get a psychiatrist outside of the treatment center, so he's got an appointment Monday for that. I won't go to that. Anyway, so, things are moving along. He's very wanting right now to improve his life, and so he's going through all these steps. And it's a lot for him, and I know he's very worried. He's very worried. He has the right to be. But he's, you know, taking his meds and doing what he's supposed to do. Actually, he's not on the med that was working the best for him for his bipolar because it ran out and it was very expensive. So he has to get it from his psychiatrist, but the treatment center could not. There was something. They couldn't continue to do it the way they were doing it, and the insurance didn't like the way they were doing it, so the insurance wouldn't cover it. It was free the first time, and then it wasn't. And I don't know everything about it because I wasn't the one handling that. So if he can get a psychiatrist and they can do it like monthly, then the insurance should cover that. And that's up to him if he wants to start. The side effects are terrible, the possible side effects, and I don't like it when there's really, you know, big warnings about side effects. So I don't think he's going to want to go back on that, and I have seen a mood shift since he's been off it, so that's sad. But maybe there'll be a better thing for bipolar. They gave him Seroquel when we went yesterday, and he can't take Seroquel. He did that when we were apart for 3 months. He went someplace and they put him on Seroquel, and it made his sugar go incredibly low quickly, and he had a hard time getting out of it. Would have to go to the hospital for it. So he doesn't want to take the Seroquel. He didn't bother to. Oh, he didn't even think they were prescribing Seroquel. The doctor didn't have a discussion with him about that. Oddly enough, he just said, I got some meds that you can go pick up. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know what was talked about. Maybe he discussed it and Joe just didn't realize it was going to be Seroquel. I don't know, but he can't take that. All right. I guess that's it. I'm talking low because he's sleeping with Rocket, and I want Rocket to be resting before I take him for his evening walk. We walked a good walk today. And even though I don't feel good, I mean, it's not like it stops me. It's just I feel very much like I'm in a fog, and I just, you know, I'm all congested inside. So it'll pass. It's almost like a vacation for me. See, it's a Saturday night. I'm not even considering going out. There's just nothing in my head that wants to be dancing or even listening to music or sitting up for any length of time uncomfortably. So I'm staying home, and I don't know. I hope I can work tomorrow too. Seems like we have something to do tomorrow. I can't remember. I hope not. It's a Sunday, so I know there's no appointments. All right, you guys. I'm sorry that I just went on and on, but I just needed to talk to somebody. What do I usually say at the end? Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'll be back with more soon. That sounds right, right? Bye.